This message is going to be for my Aries out there, my fellow Aries. This is the second time I debated. I said, am I going to redo this whole damn video? And yeah, I'm going to redo it. I liked the first one, but it was a little lackluster, a little mediocre, and I'm not going for mediocre. I'm going for hard, okay? So, plus you guys are my sign. I'm an Aries, so I want to give it to you good, bitch. But anyway, yeah, so what I started off yesterday saying in a message, by the way, I'm dealing with extreme allergies, like bad, really bad. I don't know if I'm having, like, I don't know if it's the season I'm going through, my 7 cats, a mixture of all of it. But anyway, I'm dealing with that. I stabbed myself yesterday on accident with tweezers. Tweezers! Who knew that tweezers, well, I mean, I guess tweezers can be sharp, but I mean, usually they're not. They're not like a weapon. I mean, I guess anything could be a weapon, but yeah, okay, y'all know I wear lip gloss. I don't have any on today, as you can tell, because I'm out. So, but when my lip gloss gets low, look at this. That's awful. What is this? Some of y'all like scraping the lid of something to get something off. I don't know if it's a food product or you're scraping the lid of something to get the rest of it off. Could be like an icing jar or butter or cheese or something. Could just be around a pot. You're scraping around the pot to get the food off the sides. Somebody's scraping something. Could be somebody who's like stripping the mucus plug, or somebody could be pregnant here. Something to do with scraping the cervix. Somebody could have gotten like a cryo or an ablation is what I'm hearing. Like something to do with the cervix. Anyway, confirmation if that's what's happened, because I wasn't planning on doing this. Let me just keep talking. Okay. So I was telling you yesterday in the video that I'm not going to post that I had my lip gloss. And, you know, they have these little rubber inserts inside of lip gloss or even mascara. And usually there's a lot of product on that that gets gathered up as you take out the applicator over time. It's just, there's no way to make this look appropriate. It's just not going to, you know. So I took my tweezers and I stuck them in to try to pull that rubber insert out. But what happened is, well, it didn't come out. It went in. And not only that, I missed entirely the tube of lip gloss and stabbed myself in the finger. So I'll try to post a picture, pipe that up here so you can see. I mean, it's nothing like crazy, but I mean, it drew blood, it went in, and it's a little puffy today, so I'm probably gonna have to put some dragon's blood on it or something. So I titled the video yesterday that I'm not going to post. That was kind of all over the place due to my snot coming out and me sneezing and my throat hurting and everything. I titled it Going All In because, well, I went all in completely until the blood was drawn. So we're going to title it that again, unless I get a better title as we go, but Going All In. Now let's talk about you for a minute, and then we're going to cover another person who is coming through for you. Or do you want to talk about that first? Fucking fine. A lot of you would rather talk about another person coming in. Like, this could be like romantic. I think it is. And then we'll talk about you. All right, we're going to apply the title Going All In to both sections. The one where I'm about to talk about a person and the one where I'm going to talk about just you, just us. Okay? You and me, baby. Ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, so another person, here's what we're going to talk about. It had to do with yesterday's message, and basically I was picking up on a person here who is rather frustrating. They're frustrating to me, and only because, like, say something, bro, you know what I mean, bro or sis, whoever it is, it's somebody here. It could be a Taurus or a Libra who, they get really close to you, like I'm talking really close to you. What do I mean by that? Well, I think it's energetically, like meaning they are very present. They're more present in your energy than you even know, Aries. You may not know at all, but I'm telling you right now, they come very close. If they're not a Taurus or a Libra or any kind of an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, a Libra, maybe an Aquarius, that's very specific. Now, it could be anyone though, and this could also be reversed. They could be married or with somebody else. But anyway, they come close enough to your energy that they can pay attention to like fine details. I'm hearing fine lines and wrinkles. Like literally see everything. They may even zoom in. If they get images of you somehow or video, they zoom in and they pay attention to everything about you. This is someone though who's not coming from a fucked up place, okay? They actually have feelings for you. They may have even cried over you. I don't know. Or something about you, something you've said, something they know about you, something they relate to you on, something's caused this person to shed a tear. I feel it. I got it yesterday. It's pouring outside. I mean, maybe they've all out bawled their eyes out over you. They just relate really hard to you. They relate. You know, you cause this person to, you cut them. You prick them. Whereas they've been, what was I trying to put the fucking tweezers in? Gloss. This is someone here who may even gloss over issues in their life. They've just glossed over them. They don't really go deep, you know? Whereas you go deep. You draw blood. You go all the way in, even if you don't want to. Even if you get hurt. You realize that the only way out is through. And so somebody who's been watching you or observing you, getting very close to your energy, paying very close attention, not saying shit, not saying anything at all to you, just watching, just observing, just, I don't know, how are they watching? I don't know. They could be watching next door. Doesn't have to be online. Maybe they don't even know if you have social media or not, or they're watching your social media, which is how most of the world watches people now. Most things are online. Or somebody could also be watching you through other people, like people who know you. They're watching you through other people, just getting information, gathering information. It's like a private investigator, but not really though, but it could be, but not really. Or maybe they hire one, or maybe they're trying to be one themselves, or I don't know, but they're just observing you, and it's not negative. I don't feel anything negative coming from this person actually, but my concern is like, I mean, are you a tourist attraction? Like, why are they just observing and not doing anything about it? You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't tell you that. Unless it's because either someone's trying to be professional here. This is why they're not telling you anything. This is why they're not revealing that they're observing you this closely. They want to stay in the shadows. Or because they are in a higher commitment with somebody and they're not supposed to be observing you this closely. Well, it's got to be one of those two things, because otherwise nothing else makes sense. It's hard, you know. It's really hard to talk about, is what I'm hearing. This person finds something that they want to tell you hard to talk about. Could be their feelings. They're not used to explaining or talking about their feelings, or at least they're not supposed to be talking about their feelings with you. You're forbidden fruit. You are a no-no for some fucking reason. Now, anyway, I'm going to get off that. If they come through again, we'll touch on this person. But what's the point in us spending this entire fucking video talking about someone who may or may not approach you? By the looks of it, they're never going to. They've been observing very closely. They know probably more about you than you think that they do. And it's because they've been watching you so closely, or paying attention to you rather so closely. They do have feelings, but you'd never know it. I mean, what's the point? Why would we spend our time on that when they're not spending? I'm not going to do that. We're going to gloss over them like they gloss over everything else. And I'm not trying to be hateful and not eye to eye, but there's no point. It's called matching energy. So we're going to match their energy and move forward. If any of you have been waiting on someone, like if you do know who this is and you're like, I feel like they're watching me. I feel like they kind of, well, they are, and they're not going to do shit about it. So you should probably just move on if you haven't already. Like, give up 100% and focus on someone else who will make moves and will take action towards you and will say what they mean and mean what they say. I don't know why this person just would prefer to watch. I don't think they mean any ill will. I don't think they're like an enemy, but they're not doing anything. So just let them sit there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pointless. Okay, it's fucking pointless. You're helping them. You're helping them, and maybe that's all you're meant to do. But as far as, are you going to are they going to reciprocate energy, like help you in? No, absolutely not. Now let's talk about you. It's kind of similar. You're going all in. Whatever this is, you're not holding back anymore. You're sure in the fuck not letting anything hold you back anymore. Not doubt, not fear, not guilt trips. You're not letting your family talk you out of something. You're not letting them force or push their opinions and ideals and beliefs on you. Anyone, not even just family, friends, lovers, anything. at all. Somebody may be like, yeah, but I want to do this, and I want to date, and I want to have sex, and I want to cuddle. And you may be like, well, good, go find somebody you can do those things with. Why's it got to be with me? I'm glad you want to do that. I want to do a lot of things too, and you don't see me upset because somebody else don't want to do it. I just keep it pushing. I move it forward. That's what I'm doing. I feel like you are not at all Aries or cross watcher, unless it's reversed. Somebody that you're watching for, they are not at all letting shit hold them back. I'm telling you, even if it's a fucking negative thought, something that comes in your head, which we all get them, right? It's almost like you've decided you're going to put on like this armor. You're going to put on this mindset of, I'm not going to let this stay in my mind. As soon as I feel it, I'm going to tweeze it right the fuck back out. And I'm not letting it sink in. It's trying to sink in. It's trying to get me to believe it. It's trying to get me down again. It's trying to knock me all the way. And I'm not doing it. I'm gonna dosey-do with these negative fucking thoughts. I'm gonna dosey fucking do them the fuck out the front door and down the street, never to return again. That's what I'm gonna do. You're not letting shit think it can control your life. Anybody sending any kind of evil eye or energies your way, demons, entities, deities, you're just shaking their head and saying, hi, howdy do, howdy doody. I know you're here. I understand. I know you came and you had a mission, but it's a fuck no from me. All right, I'm fully aware of your presence, and I understand that you have a job to do. But about that person who sent them, you should probably go talk to them, because you're not going to get nothing from me. So consult the person who sent you. So they're going right back where they came from to have meetings with those people, okay? Like, this is how much you're not fucking playing anymore. You're not playing. You're fully tapped in. You're fully aware, even of the negative shit. Look, I understand. We all have a job here. We all have a mission, but I'm on a very specific mission here, and a lot of shit has tried to stop me, has stopped me, and it's gonna be a cold day in hell before it does it again. So I'm gonna need all of these energies to fuck off. That's what I'm gonna need, and respectfully so. Like, you are like hyper vigilant right now. You are hyper fucking focused, even in your allergy season. Even in your emotional time, even in your tiredness, even in your moments of like, I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? But mentally, you're a person, a man or woman, who knows exactly what the fuck you want out of life, and you're not getting swayed either direction. Like, this, I am not talking to a person watching this video who is uncertain of the direction that they're going and what they want in their life. Like, you know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you're not going to put up with. And you're so aware of yourself now that it's just not going to happen where anyone can push and press upon you their own energies or send energies your way that you won't recognize it. It would be like putting on a different outfit in the morning and be like, I think this isn't my outfit, but I'm not really sure. If you have more than one child, sometimes, especially if they're close in age and they wear the same type clothes or wear each other's clothes. You ever folded clothes from having several children and you're like, I can't really tell which one is which. I can't remember if this is this child or this is this child's. Well, it's kind of like that. I'm hearing Julia or Julie. Julia, that's confirmation for somebody, not everybody. I'm just hearing that name come through because I'm hearing Julia child, something like that, or Julia's child. I'm also hearing Julia's Place. Is that a jewelry store or makeup? Juvia's Place? Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. So it'd be like people who try to press their energy on yours, and just in any and every way. People who want romance from you, people who are jealous of you, people who want to send the evil eye and negative energy your way. And it comes towards you to where it's in your awareness, right? And then you're like, wait a second. That's not mine. What I'm trying to feel right now, what all this energy trying to come through, I'm aware. This isn't any of mine. This doesn't belong to me. This belongs to you. Like, you're not confused who this outfit of emotion, this outfit of energy pointing your direction. You're not confused if it's yours or not. You know it's not. Because you're that aware of yourself. Praise God, right? Or whoever you believe in. But seriously, praise God. Because it's like, how long did you go not knowing yourself on this planet? How long did you go thinking that you knew yourself, but, I mean, no sooner did you climb up, did you got knocked right the fuck back down? It's not happening anymore, guys. I'm not saying you're not going to have your days. I'm not saying you're not going to have those times where you're like, You know, we're still in the physical body, so we still have things that the physical body goes through, like we have to sleep, we get sick, you know, we have things like that. But your soul, no. Your soul knows exactly who it is and what you want. You are very, very focused on achieving your goals and dreams, whatever they are. It could be anything. You're not letting anyone get in your way, or almost like, I feel like you've had a lot of people try to push their fucking thoughts on you or their beliefs on you, like, or even try to keep you as their little secret or get you involved in things where it's like, look, stay on your side. Stay over there. Don't be trying to mix your fucking energies with mine. Don't do it. Don't mix your beliefs with mine. I respect your shit. You respect mine. I'm going my own direction. You know what I mean? Don't try to convince me somebody is a good person and I should hang out with them and I should, when I know damn good and well that my energy tells me something different. I'm not trying to convince you. You like them, you go fucking hang out with them. That doesn't mean I want to. You know what I mean? And don't try to give me no hard ass time for it either. Don't try to give me a hard time for cutting off family members. Don't try to give me a hard time for not believing certain things that I used to believe that I'm not going to anymore. Don't try to give me a hard time by standing my ground. Don't try to give me a hard time by, just don't. It's not going to fucking work. You're not going to shame me. You're not going to make me feel bad. Like, you're ready. You're almost ready to fight a little bit. I feel like you're kind of ready to fight. Someone here is. Because you know that it's coming no matter what anyway, especially the more that you know yourself and the more you stand your ground, it's the more people want to challenge you. The more people are like, oh yeah, well, we'll just see about that. And it's like, well, guess we will, won't we? I guess we will, won't we? I guess we will. Let's do it. I guess we will see. And then people will be like, I told you, she's aggressive. He's aggressive. We talked about this before and you're like, I am. I sure in the fuck am. I am. Pull it on out of me. Pull it. Pull it out of me. I can also be very sweet. I can be whatever the fuck you want me to be. So, I mean, you put your hand on a stove that's turned on, you're going to get burnt. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of that vibe. It's like you're going to get whatever you provoke from me, that's what you're going to get. And you're not going to turn around and play victim after whatever you've provoked from me. You're not going to do it. Like, you're okay with what people say about you. You're okay with people pointing fingers at you. You know it's going to happen. You know it's inevitable. You've surrendered to the process. It doesn't matter. What's the most important thing to you is what you think about you. And you've gotten to that place where you realize that you don't really care anymore. You don't care if your family accepts you. You don't care if a lover accepts you. You don't care if a lover's family accepts you. You don't care what friends think about you, what ex-friends think about you. You don't care what people say about you. It doesn't matter. They're saying it anyway, aren't they? They're doing it anyway. So you're like, please, carry on. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, you might as well be painted or like printed out on a poster board and hung up on people's walls. Do people do that anymore? You know, back in the day, like in the early 90s, mid 90s, people had posters. Even in the 80s, you know, people had posters they would hang up on their walls of like their favorite bands, their favorite singer. I dated a guy one time, he was like, Pamela Anderson was my, or was it, no, it was J-Lo. I think he liked Pamela Anderson too, but I'll never forget him. Anyway, he was talking about his like girl crushes. He would hang them on his wall when he was growing up. And I remember him saying J-Lo was one and Pamela Anderson was one. And I'm like, so do guys just like do that? Just print off their like crushes, post them on their wall, and then like, would you wank off to them in the morning? Like, what do? Do you use it like a shrine? Do you like bow to it and praise it like it's some sort of altar for that person? Like, cool. Do people do that anymore? Do they do it for people who aren't famous? Like, what happens here? You know, somebody may have a whole ass shrine for you, Aries. All right, guys, we're back. Took a little intermission to hang out with my mom for a minute. So I'm going to start the timer again for a second, and this will be like our bonus portion. This video will be Aries plus bonus because you guys always show me so much damn love. So we'll just put the bonus in with this message, and if we get more later, we'll do another one later. How about that? Like another extension. So basically, oh yeah, shrine. Yeah, I don't know. I was saying something about people having shrines. Maybe somebody has like a shrine of you, and not in like a negative way, but people, you know, like collector stuff, like me with Edgar Allan Poe. You know, just like when you really like someone, you collect things of theirs or things that remind you of them. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, going back to this energy of you're not letting people knock you off your path or convince you of things. I want to touch on that again here. I feel like you have people that mean well. Some of you have some people that mean well, but also I'm hearing Manuel. but also they have like, it's almost this demanding nature about them where it's kind of like they come from a loving place. Again, I'm serious. I want to reiterate, they mean well, but you also have to live your life. Just live your life. Hey, ain't got no time for no haters. Just live your life. Like it's like you've got your own path to pave right now, and like you're being really serious about it. So that may translate to other people like you don't really care, you're not really invested, you're not really feeling very much. But I mean, if they had their own time to build their own life, then yeah, you have your time to build your life. And so you may come off sometimes like a dick or like a bitch because you're just really serious about your career, or you're really serious about making money, which is what everyone is having to do, and you don't have a partner helping you do it. So it's like, I have responsibilities. So some of you may come into that in the near future where you have people who are kind of like, you may come off like as you're kind of being mean or a little bit callous, a little cold to them. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Is you're not here to coddle people's emotions and feelings. Like if they get up in their feelings because you have shit you have to do, then if they're blessed financially, maybe they could throw some your way to help you a little bit so that you aren't having to stress so much about your career and how you're going to make money. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, then they can't really complain about it because you have to put in, I'm hearing invest. You have to invest the time that you need into your career, and nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to make the money for you so that you can support your family if you have a family, or you can support yourself, right? You have to do it. So you're like really focused. You're really serious. You're not fucking around when it comes to relationships. You're not fucking around when it comes to your career. You are very serious. It reminds me of Cancer's message. Reminds me a lot of Cancer's message. Okay. Some of you may even find, you know, other people around you, just you're trying to have patience with them, but you may just, I don't know if it's just during this time or always, but I feel like it's a time frame thing. During this time, meaning whenever you're watching this video, you could find yourself being a little bit more easily like snappy, where you snap on people, or where you're just kind of like less tolerant of shit, or you don't want to be bothered, but it's because you're really focused and because you have like a deadline or something. It could be your own deadline, but you have certain dreams and aspirations and goals, and you're well aware that nobody's going to help you get there. You know what I mean? But, and they just want your time, and they just want your love, and they just want your energy, and they just want to hang out a little, and they just want to, and it's like, that's fine. That's fine. But I do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You may even feel like some people hold you to a different standard than they hold other people. And you may be like, well, that's not going to fucking fly. You haven't said anything about that though yet, but I feel like eventually if somebody presses your wrong button, you may end up saying something to someone along the lines of, I'm just going to ask, like with all due respect, I'm going to ask, why do I get held to a certain standard, but you don't hold these people to the same standard? Of course I'm fucking stressed. Of course I'm focused. Of course I'm, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, I feel like you're, am I making any sense? I'm aware that I'm kind of like, today, and I'm snotty and my allergies, but I think I make a perfect sense. I feel a little irritated. I don't know if it's because I had to pause the video. It's not because of my mom. It's just because, like, the energy, whoever I'm picking up on, I think this is happening in your life. Every time you have to pause, every time you have to stop, every time there's setbacks, every time there's this and that and this and that and this and that, and you've got somebody with something to say about it, and you've got somebody trying to tell you, and it's like, tell your fucking self how to live. Tell yourself how to do. I'm tired of it. I'm being reminded of something right now. You guys ever known someone here who claims, let's say you knew a person, right? And they're like, they claim that they cared about somebody very much. They're like, oh, I care about this person so much. I really care about them and their well-being and all this. And maybe they're not lying. Maybe they do. But it's just a little perplexing to you because you're like, wait, if you really cared about this person as much as you say that you care about them, if you really love them as much as you say that you love them, and you are blessed in your life, and you don't have any of the things kind of, you know, requiring your attention and constantly pulling you away from being able to achieve these goals in your life that this person has, but you claim you love them and support them so much, wouldn't you want to help them to the point where they're not, I don't know, let's say homeless? Wouldn't you want to help them achieve their dreams? Wouldn't you want to bless them since you're blessed? Have you ever met anybody like that? Like, I love and I support and I care about said individual, but then you don't see them really doing anything with their blessings. And they don't have any of the things requiring their attention and any of near the responsibility of this other person that they claim that they care about and love so much. They don't have any of that, but yet they're not really actually helping that person move forward. That's a problem. That stands out to me like majorly, right? Has that ever happened to any of you? It could have even happened to you where you're like, people have claimed, I love and support you so much and this and that. Maybe they're just wanting you to build yourself. And it's like, that's fine. I understand that. Maybe you've told them you just want to build yourself. But to a level of like where somebody sees you just outright struggling, it's like, I mean, there's a point when somebody could just fucking help, you know, and then they don't. And then you stop making time for them. You start saying, I'm busy, or I'm not going to talk right now because time is money, and see, I need the money because I have bills and shit to pay, and I'm not trying to be, well, I keep getting homeless. I'm not trying to be homeless forever. I'm not trying to live here in this place forever, so I have to focus on my life. But then they're like, well, you're not paying attention to me, or, you know, you're kind of hurting their feelings. But it's like, I can't, I'm not responsible for your feelings in this case. Like, I have to get myself out of a fucking situation that I'm not really getting help on. So I'm sorry for how you're feeling. I'm sorry. We can talk about it later. But right now, I'm getting like stressed, or not stressed, but like I'm just irritable. Like I feel some of you, I don't know, you may end up having words with somebody in the near future, just kind of like they want this from you, and you know, but they're not coming from a mean place. This is what makes it so hard. I feel like what makes this, or what will make this really hard, is because you're gonna feel like you're being mean to someone who doesn't deserve it, but at the same time, they need to wake up. I think somebody needs to fucking wake up here and realize why you're acting the way that you are and why you're reacting the way that you are, because you have stresses that they don't have, and that they have no clue what you're going through mentally and what you're going through financially, emotionally. They have no clue. And so you can't just give when you don't have any energy to give, because all your energy is going to other areas. Like, they need to understand this isn't an emotional thing. This is a responsibility thing. This is, I have to take care of what I have to take care of, and I can't worry about people's emotions. I can't. That'll have to come later. We'll talk about it later. I don't know. I feel like some shit's about to happen in Aries' life. I do. What are we at? I think we got a good bonus here, but yeah, some shit's about to happen. I wanted this to be like a really, oh, it's such a sweet, loving message and stuff. I mean, it is, but at the same time, I feel like it's just no nonsense too. Like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, you know. I'm channeling you right now. Aries or cross watcher, or it's completely reversed. Somebody may be saying this to you. It's like, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings right now. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm just trying to do me. And unless you're trying to invest in my future, don't complain about the fact that I'm kind of not present right now, or that I seem to be a little hateful, or I seem to be a little distracted, because I am. I have shit I'm trying to focus on. And I mean, and let me go ahead and throw this out there. If you've got anybody trying to bring some drama your fucking way, like, let's say, I don't know why I'm getting this, but this is very specific. Let's say you got somebody in the near future who's going to try to bring drama your way, man or woman, watching this video, Aries or cross watcher. They come to you and they say, oh, it could be relationship drama that they're having with somebody they're with. And it's like, listen, I'm going to stop you right there. Don't bring out the crazy in me. I have nothing to do with your fucked up relationship. I am focused on my life. So therefore, I'm going to need you to back up about 50 fucking feet and stay there. And don't approach me again with any of your relationship fucking drama. I have nothing to do with it. Don't be bringing any of your fucking shit my way. Do you see anybody helping me with my burdens? Don't be trying to drag me into yours. Like, I see you like snapping on somebody in the near future. I really do. Especially if somebody's trying to drag you into someone else's problems. Right now, I've got a lot I'm dealing with. So, I don't know what to tell you. Why are you telling me this? Are you trying to hurt me or help me here? Is this going to help my progression or is this going to hinder me? Why are you telling me this? Some of you may also wonder in the near future why you hear so much about another person. Like someone comes to you with information on another person, right? And you may be thinking inwardly, if you're coming to me with this person's their whole fucking life, then who the fuck are you going to about mine? Like, you don't trust somebody here, and you have every right not to trust them because they have loose lips. This is somebody who runs their mouth. Could be someone you're around often, and you're not trying to engage with them deeply during this time, but it's making them upset because they feel that you've emotionally pulled away from them. But yeah, because they run their fucking mouth. You know, they talk too much. Even if they're not meaning to do it, like, I'm serious, some aren't. Some don't mean it in the sense of, like, they're trying to turn on you, but it is, though. Because what you tell them is nobody else's fucking business. And if you gotta just not tell them nothing to make them see that, then that's exactly what you're gonna do. Wow, there's a lot in this message. It went from another person who's watching you but ain't about to say nothing to you being very dead set on your career and where you're going to, you know, having these pauses and people not helping and people wanting to and loving you and meaning well, but then at the same time it's like, stop. I think I'm going to go stand in the rain for a little bit before I finish these messages for real, because it's just like a lot. There's a lot going on. It doesn't feel bad, it just feels like some shit needs to, I need to breathe. That's what it is. Alright guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.